The following is a presentation of TFNN. Now, your money masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes. This is Tom O'Brien with Steve Rhodes. It's a beautiful thing.
I love it.
We're happy to be out here with you, growling and prowling, folks. We at the Dow right now down 88. Nasdaq's off 21. S&Ps are off 8. We have gold down 15. Silver's off 76. Platinum's down 19. You get the light sweet crude off $1.68. Bonds are up 17. Dollar index up 10 ticks, and the yen's up 22.
Yeah, the yen is relentless.
Yeah,
which is great. It's trying to make 100% move with a move.
Okay,
and it's got quite a still a good ways to go, but it just simply hasn't let up. Pull that up on my screen here too, and where is that on this one? Oh, I guess you'll pull it up. It's got to take me a second.
It's great, man. I mean, this is a vehicle, folks, that will be trading for years now.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I mean, it took. If you take a look at from top to bottom, you're talking about 350 down to what, 70, right? Is it 70? Yeah, 75. So I mean, just a normal consolidation, which is just insane, brings it up to 124 to 164.
Yeah.
That's a monster.
It is. It is trying to get back. Here we go. So it's trying to get all the way back to the April of 2011. High that was out there. When I take a look at the U.S. dollar, Japanese yen, that's the currency pair that I'm looking at.
Yes.
High 85.41. And let me get rid of that volume because it doesn't mean anything. And look at that ascent. That ascent on the way up there.
That's right. It's a beauty.
And it doesn't, yesterday was, the most that it's backed off was 3 trading sessions, which was yesterday.
Wow.
Otherwise, it hasn't really other than that, it's only backed off really 2 trading sessions.
That's amazing.
So this thing is really on a terror. Which is good. It's good for all of us with it weakening against us.
Yeah. Oh, big time. There's no doubt about it. And not only that, what is really cool is that when you get something that's coming off the bottom like that has been down for so many years.
Yeah.
Now you're talking action for so many years going forward.
Yeah.
And now it's just a patience deal, folks. And meaning waiting for a pullback.
Right. I don't know if it's going to give us one.
Yeah,
no, it always does. It always does. Eventually does.
Just when you think it doesn't.
That's right.
Just when you think it doesn't. That's what it comes down to. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And if we go overseas today, we're going to take a look at the DAX. What you have with the DAX out here. Come on, baby. So she's leading right now, and it's going to be intriguing to see that, okay, can she get any juice, any volume into the move?
Yeah.
We'll find out. And, what we did have yesterday, actually the day before. See, now what you have actually is interesting. It's almost like the DAX has to retest the high again.
Yeah.
Look at that. And what I'm looking at, folks, is this. If you're watching Tiger TV or if you're in a car, at 7194. That little baby has some juice up there, has volume up there.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, it's going to get deviant and test it one more time.
Yeah, and in this case here, certainly a normal pullback is just to the 0.382 area, which would be 69.72-ish or so.
Yes.
On the DAX, and really nothing would be wrong with it just to pull back to 68.30, just the 0.618 area, which would get it back into the March 8th time frame. But, it'd be important to take a look at the volume that you've got.
Oh, yeah, big time. Because all it has to do, let's go over to the FTSE just for a second and see how the FTSE's setting up. So the FTSE's setting up, let me just see this here. The FTSE can't make it over it.
Right.
And the FTSE also, that wasn't a high, though. That's where the disconnect is. Yeah. That was pushing with high. But the FTSE's back into the lower range right now. Now, I don't get the volume on the FTSE or the DAX, folks, until about 4 hours after they're closed.
Yeah.
There's a way of getting it. But you can see when we take a look at the FTSE, we're at 58.84. Well, that October 27th, we're going to be remembering that date for a long time.
Oh, no question about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, the benchmark on the way up was October 27th. The benchmark on the way back down is October 27th.
I know. Now, the pound, you get the FTSE's trading off right now 68 points. And the pound has made a pretty decent comeback. Look at that on a shorter term chart here,
right?
And almost really where it opened up. So it is. So there is a kind of a strange, a little bit of strange disconnect that's going on out there.
Yeah, and if we
that's
go
okay, we're still connected.
No, big time. And if we go over to the bonds, now this is where. Okay,
good point. I was looking at the bonds before I came on there. I meant to cover it, so I'm glad that you're bringing it up.
Well, you know, when I was on vacation and I came back, all I heard everywhere was that, you know, the bond market crashed. Like,
yes.
And it was like, it cracked me up. It's like, okay, the bond market crashed. We went from 142 to 135 in a crash.
Yes.
You know, when I look at this baby, all it has done, it's the exact same date. It's back to the 27th.
Right.
Which is amazing.
Right.
I mean, no matter what you're looking at, the 27th is the number.
No, it is.
Which is, you know, bizarre, but that's how it's shaken out. And right now, the volume is nothing on this baby. You know, but as we said yesterday, I'd like to see a sign of strength first, and then you buy the next pullback.
Yes. Now, at least in this case here, on the 30-year and the continuous, it looks like it got down and it at least touched the bottom. Now, the 28th is what I show.
Which is nice.
So it was at 135.05. It got down yesterday to 135.05. So it got right down there.
Which is great.
Yeah, on lighter volume.
Right.
You know, too.
Right.
And so, you know, like you say, I mean, you know, so this actually could set up a play in the TLT.
Yes.
Right? So,
yes.
you know, if we go over and take a look at that, that's really what I was looking at this morning.
No, I'm with you.
Early, you know, maybe even taking a look at a possible trade for my clients. You know, but the 20-year, which is the TLT, is really based on the 20-year.
20-year plus.
Not the 30-year. So we got a good signal on the 30-year.
Right.
But not really on the 20 years.
And most of the time, you know, what's nice about how this setup is in the 20-year, folks, is that we back down on March 14th. With 24 million shares. Now, the low of that was 110.95.
Yes.
And I always like to see, if you're going to buy something, you want to see the volume come out of the equity or the future or the commodity before you get to the swing point, which this did.
Yes.
So you had 24 million. Well, you're going into 19 million. Then what does it do? Then it dies with 14 million.
Yeah.
Now, but
so you're talking yesterday's.
That's correct. That's correct. Now, when you have something like that, it's like, okay, you did test and you had lighter volume.
Yeah.
But now it's going to prove itself.
Yes.
You know, so that's why you need the sign of strength on the way up, wide price spread, accelerated volume, and then the next pullback, lighter volume, then you get action, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And then what I think you've got to take a look at, if somebody were going to trade this, whether they're going to wait for a sign of strength, or they're going to go ahead and jump in early.
Right.
I think what you have to still do is look at this descending tops line here that it came down to.
Right.
Which, you know, but quite frankly, that might just be a normal retracement. You know, sometimes these things work out, you know, right to the target area too.
No, and particularly because when you're looking at Steve's chart, what you have is that going all the way back to September.
That's right.
You know, you're backing into the October 27th level, but the September level also is a huge sign of strength.
Yeah.
You know, so it's going to be hard to basically bust that baby apart.
Yes. Yes.
So, you know, if we go look at the SPY here for a second, and this is where, you know, yesterday what ended up happening, you know, is that we have a 5-day ARMS that's running at 3.20.
Okay.
Now, what that means, folks, is that it means that everyone is buying the same stocks.
Okay.
Flat out.
Okay.
You have readings that come in. What ends up happening is that you'll get a very large correction. Now, but this is what we haven't had yet that we need.
Okay.
You need a large uptick reading.
Okay.
And what the uptick thus far has only been 1337. That's not the end of the world. And 12.
So would you be looking
to see
for
about
something
1400.
Okay, 14. So on the downside, you're looking for somewhere around 1600.
Yeah.
In the range, but on the upside, 14
15
is pretty
quick,
okay.
and most of the time it comes in quick, bang, it hits it.
Yeah.
Then the last part that you absolutely need also is that you need a rejection of price.
Okay.
When you get all three of those put together, bingo, that's the time. And the way this is setting up right now, you know, it almost looks like, okay, you know, as I love it, one of our tigers in the den, folks, he says there's dippers around every corner. It really is. I think I said it wrong, but I was laughing this morning when he around every bush. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all in there, you know.
Yeah.
So what that says is that, yeah, you can go test one more time.
So on the arms reading, if you're, on the, when you've got true fear in the market, you're looking for an arms reading of greater than 10. Is that
12, 13, 14?
But so it used to be 10, or?
Yeah, it used to be. Listen to this.
Okay.
If you take a look at the market, this is where you always want to be cognizant that changes always take place.
Yeah.
We used to use 8 or 9.
Okay.
Okay? This is 92, 93, 94.
Yeah.
Then it started moving up. Okay, 97, 98. Now it's basically about 13, 14.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
To truly measure
measure fear.
Okay.
And then what you also have to, you need those other combinations, though, is that you want the arms reading going, you want the tick going, and you want the rejection going for lows.
Yes, okay.
On the highs, you want the exact opposite. You want that everyone, see
what's an ultra-low 5-day arms, would you say?
Anything under 3, man, is really hard to do.
It is, okay.
Well, you can see what happens. You're looking at the arms right now.
Yeah.
And what happens, folks, you take 5 days and a simple moving average. That's it.
Yeah.
And so you're saying on the 13th we had a 0.39.
Right.
The 14th, 0.60. 15.44. 16.67. Now yesterday was a 1.30.
Yeah, so
it was under 3 all day until the close.
Okay.
And the close, what ended up happening is it spread around a little. When you see those 0.39s and 0.44, that's saying everyone's buying Apple. That's all they're owning. Yeah, seriously. And it's like, who are they selling it to?
Really?
That's
oh my God.
What the arms indicates, the quickest, simplest way to understand how the arms works is this. Is that when that low reading comes in, people are buying the exact same stock.
Yeah.
And nothing else. They're not buying nothing else, okay? And then what ends up happening is that when they want to get rid of something, well, there's no one there to buy it because everyone is on board.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Okay. That makes sense. That just makes sense logically.
Right. Exactly. On the large readings, it means that everyone's selling the exact same stock.
Yeah.
And then it's a total flush out, and then that's it. As soon as someone starts buying it, boom, you come off the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's pretty wild. Hey, we get the first day of spring.
I know. Isn't that great? It's amazing.
First day of spring.
It's great. Time just flies. Of course, when I say it's amazing, folks, you live down here in Florida.
Right.
For the most part, you get spring, summer all year long.
You do.
But I still appreciate it. I'm smelling the roses out there.
We're smelling the roses. And, when we come back, it's my son's birthday today.
I love that.
And what we did today, too, folks? We launched the Tiger Fund. It's a beautiful thing. Talk about it when we get back. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow down 85, NASDAQ off 21, S&P's off 7.5. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you seek to maximize your returns. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. Turns out my best student became my best teacher. Steve Rhodes absolutely raised my standards, and I'll guarantee he'll raise yours.
Thanks, Tom. What I've learned is that if you want more, you must become more. And that transformation, folks, that occurs the moment you decide to become a master. Now, the quickest way to mastery is through immersion. And for 2 solid days in Denver, Boston, and Tampa, I'll create a new standard of wealth for those few trader investors who have a burning desire to succeed. At my Master Trader course, I'll teach you how to create the ultimate money machine. These are the best kept secrets in the business. Roadblocks, folks. Dabblers give up when they first appear. Stressors last just a little bit longer, but masters expect roadblocks and achieve extraordinary results when they bust right through them. I have all the benefit of knowing the type of wealth creation that I can generate for you. You don't. That's why I'm making this unconditional money-back guarantee. If for any reason you're not satisfied with my Master Trader course, I'll refund every penny. That's right. I take all the risk, and you get all the benefit. Go to the homepage at tfnn.com and sign up today.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We have the Dow right now down 95, NASDAQ off 24, S&P's off 9. And first day of spring.
Yes.
You know, so you get a picture of something, folks, okay? It's my son's birthday. He's 32 today. And I can tell you, he's my little lucky charm.
Happy birthday, Tom.
Yeah. And you know, which is just absolutely amazing, watching children grow over the years. He is the operating officer, folks, and has been, you know, with me basically almost 16, 15 years now.
Love it.
Working together.
I love it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's amazing to the point that when we had the station, you know, you talk about a hard worker. You having the station up in Nashua, New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
He would get up. Now, picture this. What ended up happening there is that I had the station, right, was with an LMA, which is you're running the station and you have the responsibility of the station the whole bit. And then what ended up happening is that I fell in love with Angie.
Yeah.
So I get on the plane, right, and the poor kid has to run the station. So he's going from Boston to Nashua every day. 5 o'clock in the morning. And folks, when you run a station, it's a 24-hour deal. I mean, and we had a great station because we had all finance all day. I had the Red Sox.
Yes.
I had, we didn't have the Patriots. We had the soccer team. We had ESPN.
That's great. That's great.
So it was finances. And to make a long story short, ran that place. And then I was going back and forth, right? And so this is going on for about a year and a half at least. And I would go up there every couple weeks, right?
Yes.
Fly in, you know, give them some support, make sure everything's all right. And I'm in my office and I'm making phone calls and I'm looking out now I just got there, folks. Picture this. I just got there. I flew into Manchester and it was an easy flight. Got there at about 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm looking out the window. And for all you folks up in Boston, I love you, okay? But the bottom line is it's not the coldness that gets me, it's the grayness, right?
Yeah.
And I look out and I see the gray. I hang up the phone. I says, Tom, that's it. We're getting out of here. He says, he looked at me, he said, what do you mean? I said, I'm getting right back on the plane. He says, right now?
That's great.
He says, right now. Yeah. I said, get rid of this place. That was it. So what ended up happening is that's exactly what we did. He got back. It took about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. It wasn't long.
Yeah.
He says, okay, that's it. I said, just get rid of it. We got rid of it. He came down here, and then we've been together. And it's amazing. It's amazing. Now, we'll go to the next step.
Yeah.
So picture, folks, I've been working, you know, depending on how long you've been listening. I've been watching the real estate market for a long time. And in Boston, I knew every single doorknob. Well, I know every single doorknob in Pinellas County and Hillsborough County, the bottom line.
Been working it.
And, so we had spring. My son was born today. Well, I opened Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund today.
I love it.
And what we're doing is what I'm doing specifically. You'd have to be an accredited investor, but if you do want information about it, you can email tigerfund@tfnn.com. And bottom line is that,
you and Warren, like Warren said.
It's, I've seen this, this would be the third time I've seen it. And the ironic part, of course, is that depending where you are in the country, what ends up happening is that this downdraft, to me, was the exact same as 88, 89, 90. Where the difference was, folks, is that it was straight across the country, and the difference was the aspect of the stock market went down also. Everything went down.
Yes.
You follow me?
Right.
Because if you had property, whether it would be Boston, whether it was Alaska, whether it was Texas, whether it was Florida, those values got just as killed.
Right.
And, so the key is understanding how values work. And, as I've said many times, as soon as you can buy 30% under what you can build for,
sure,
and they're cash flow positive,
sure.
That's it. That's the name of the game. What is interesting is that there's been so many articles, just like Buffett, just like the front page of the Wall Street Journal yesterday. Now, what's intriguing to me is this, is that when, just even getting my head wrapped around this, I was always looking at, yes, that's the, you always need someone to sell to.
Right.
And that's the out on the other side. Because where I think these guys, there's two different issues. Real estate is really local.
Yeah.
It really is. So it'd be great if you could make it a national thing. And I think you can with big apartments, but you can't with singles. My take on it, and that's why I'm staying, but we're in a great situation. Where we are, folks, in Florida is insane.
Well, you've also done some unique things. I don't know that you want to share those on the air necessarily, but I know that you've done some unique things that, that others I don't think have thought about.
No,
just simply by saying, what business am I in?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really, really cool.
So if you want information, folks, because you won't be hearing this on the air, but if you want information, you can email tigerfund@tfnn.com. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We get the Dow down 95, NASDAQ off 22, S&P's up 8.5. We're going to be right back. Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and the Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Now, you're getting on the plane pretty soon, aren't you?
I am. Headed to Denver.
Denver, Colorado.
Right. Celebrating spring in Denver on Friday. So I'll be up there Thursday night.
And, folks, Steve's going to be in person, this is. Denver, Colorado, doing a Master Trader Series, March 23rd and 24th. Coming back to Tampa, April 13th and 14th, and Boston, Massachusetts, April 27th and 28th.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show for those folks that want to really immerse themselves into the great tools that we use, that we trade each and every day. Yeah.
In person, folks. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Let's go to our man Rick in British Columbia. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
Hey, not too bad. The guy answering the phone when I asked for BK, we had a little discussion that it wasn't for all the Canadian tourists here, because you guys don't pay taxes. Florida might be going BK.
Oh, I love it. Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, there are people
I'm surprised he didn't send you to Burger King.
Hey, just one quick thing. The Bradley model on the 16th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. There are quite a few turn dates, I don't know, maybe 12 or 15, but they had, this one is a major one.
Right.
One of the four.
Right.
And before we go to BK, the Mayan calendar, December 21, they have the 22nd as a key day. So, who knows? Maybe everybody's going to fear the Mayan calendar and just sell the market off, and then it's not going to happen, and then we'll have a turn date to the upside.
Well, I think everybody should just come down here to Clearwater then, if that's the way it's going to be. And if we're turning the lights off in December, let's just have a big party.
Yeah.
At Suite 618.
Big time.
Yeah, I'm looking at BK, and I put it on a monthly just to start off.
Okay.
And I just see we left 22 on fumes, and yesterday we topped out on lighter volume, and I always try and find little stocks that might be fairly stable and follow the market. BK, I wouldn't say is a real bellwether, but just, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm just wondering if I put it on a 6-month chart, I see a nice inverted head and shoulder where if it pulls back to 22, it can go higher again. So I'm just curious what you see with your volumes and where you think it might pull back to.
Well, on the monthly, you needed 375 million, and you got. Well, that's still March, so that's not it. But the last month we got 155. So,
but part of the problem the stock has, it's trading inside the March 09 swing point.
Yeah,
I mean, this thing hasn't done anything.
No, this is different from the other banks for sure.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. It's much weaker. It's much weaker.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, why? Maybe they get money laundering issues again.
Yeah.
This is one. Did they have money laundering issues?
Oh yeah, this is one of the biggest money launderers in the world.
Oh
yeah, and they got away with it.
Oh,
some of these banks just blow my mind, man. Oh yeah, huge money laundering, man. Yeah.
Oh jeez. That's the first thing I just noticed, Rick, is just going on the monthly chart, what's it trading inside, and I mean we do find some equities that are trading back in their March area, but for the most part, you don't find stuff sitting. Things aren't back there right yet.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, eh?
Cooking, brother. Let's go to Mark in Massachusetts. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. That's a great show. It's a great show to watch every day. Thanks so much for this.
Well, we appreciate you being out there growling and prowling with us.
Yeah, I got it's probably because I'm not that great with options anyway, but I would love it if you guys would go through, or at least go through one, like a practice trade on the Nadex there, the binary options, because I thought we opened down this morning, and it was pretty good volume, but it never got to the swing point, and the S&P from, say, 314, it didn't get to that swing point, and even though it had like triple the volume, it never really got there, and I thought it was going to build right back up again, and sure enough it is. So I'm wondering with that kind of nice volatility, how you could open up an 8X trade on that, and how you would do that,
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about it. So, folks, if you come over to the website at TFNN, you're going to see the Nadex banner. You can hit that banner, you can open up a demo account. Now, Nadex has a lot of different options, okay? The one we're going to just talk about right now is a binary, which is a yes or no decision. That will it close above or below a certain price at a certain time. So let's take, it's Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you see how this works, okay, if I bring up the S&P right now, and the S&P right now is trading at 1396.25. Well, if I turn around, let me pull this up here and push it over here. Okay, so if we turn around and say, okay, I want the S&P on a weekly. So at the end of this week that we say, okay, can the S&P close under 1389? Right? Now the reason, I'm going to just move this out of the way just for 1 second. So I'll tell you why I'm changing 1389 so you can see what's happening here. So if we pull up the S&P again, what you have to do first is this. You have to figure out, say, okay, you're going to say, okay, where do I think just a normal, correction could go? Well, right now on the SPY, Mark, it's rejecting lower price, okay? So
right.
it's
no
like,
question about that.
Right. So it wouldn't.
I was actually doing that at 9:45.
That's right. So I'm going to explain this. I'm not going to put this trade on yet, but I'm going to explain how and why you should put it on at a certain point. So what we've done is this, folks, is that first you come down, if I use the SPY, you come down to 139.64. We're at 140. I would like to see this get back into about the 140.59 level, okay? Volume die on it. Now at that point, what you'd have is this. Now I got to go back to the SPY again, because we're going to say that at the end of the week the SPY will close at a certain point. So the SPY right now is at 1402. If I turn around and say that the SPY can close under 1389 by Friday, what would end up happening is that if the SPY gets up to approximately about 4 more points, you'd be risking $20 to make $80 at the close of Friday at 4:15. That to me it would be the trade, because then what you're banking on is this, is that you only need 14 points, you have 3 days, and you're risking $20 to make $80. And the reason I'm going there now, what would end up happening, folks, this is what you absolutely need, though. You need. Let me bring the future up. Okay, so come on, baby, where is this? this, okay, ESM2. ESM2. There we go. Okay. What you need, oh, see, this is sweet, because now watch what we have, folks. The downdraft that did take place at 09:30 this morning has volume, so that's going to get tested, which is great. Now what you want to see, though, is that I'd want to see this get into the 1399, 1400 on the future S&P, all right? You get that, and you get that with lighter volume. And when I say lighter volume, it wants less than 68,000 on the 10-minute chart. Then
10 minutes, yeah, 10-minute chart. That's what I use.
Now, and where I'm going, Mark, is this. What I'm doing, folks, is that you're going to see two different. I'm not going into the downdraft. What I'm going, we had an updraft of the 19th. You see that updraft of the 19th?
Yep.
So the bottom of that updraft is 1401. What you'd like to see is that you'd like to see it come back up there, reject it, then you got action, man.
All right, so that's the play. That's an ABC down from where we hit our high. But
well, it doesn't have to be an ABC down. What it could be, though, man. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, but you couldn't play, for instance, today. If you woke up and you said, "Wow, it's down pretty good, but there's no volume. I'm going to play it to come back up today."
You could.
Okay.
No, I mean you could take that side of the trade.
You could.
Yeah. You absolutely could.
Now I wouldn't right now because of that down trick that we have. But yes, you can take both sides of it. I mean, that's how these work, and they work, folks, with all the indices, with commodities. I mean, it's straight across the whole ball of wax here.
See, I'm looking at for instance, the VIX. I use a VIXie, and if we were serious about going down, that thing should be plus about $2.50. It's only plus 60 cents.
Yeah,
and
but
that
doesn't move, Mark, until the event has already taken place. If that happened, right, it would be down 200. Then it would move. That doesn't move prior to the market going down. That moves after the fact. That's a lagging indicator.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So when the VIX moves, the event has already taken place. That's when people say, oh, no, I'm not going to sell you options at a cheap premium. What the VIX does, folks, is that the maker on the other side, whether it's you, me, or a market maker, will sell you options at a very inexpensive price when there's complacency in the marketplace. As soon as there's high volatility, the VIX goes up, so the premium goes up to take care of the risk parameter that's out there.
Okay, but if you did the trade for today, I noticed that they want to close. It looks to me like they all close at noon. There's nothing that goes until like 2 o'clock.
No. Oh, no. What you want to do is this. Okay, so what's happening, folks, is this. He's talking about there's all different trades. Okay, so let me show you something here for a second.
Let's say if I wanted to say that by 2 o'clock the S&P is going to go, back up to where it was this morning and maybe even go a little positive. Let's say that's the bet that I want to make. Where do I go for that?
Well, first you'll hit indices binary, right?
Right.
Then you're going to hit the S&P. Then you're going to go to the dailies. And the daily is going to give you 415 this afternoon. Now, if you go to the dailies right now and you say that you get a close that is 13, let me see what this one is, 13.99. That would be now. You want to go bullish, right?
Yeah, just
okay. That's cool. No, that's cool. Okay, so this is how that would work. If you go, let me just see. So what you do first is this. First, you're gonna.
I see them now. See them now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, it's on the left where it says navigate. And
it's
then you
on
go
the left
in there.
where it says navigate. You're going to put the U.S. 500 first. Then you're going to put daily. You hit daily on the right-hand side. Everything's going to come up.
Right.
And then you say, okay, do I want it above or below it? And if you think that
So if you were going to check 1401 right now, say close at 4 o'clock, 4:15 at 1401, what's the reward?
I give it 1402. How's
1402. Yeah, they have 1402. They have.
Yeah.
So I'm going to buy this. Let me just see if it's buy one. You're going to risk $19. You're going to risk $19 to make $81.
Okay, see, that's where I don't see that. So I'm not looking.
What you do is this. First. Okay.
I got it up there, and I got buy.
Okay, so you put buy. Then you're going to put size 1.
Oh, just put one. Okay.
Just put one.
Yeah.
Then as soon as you put one in, you have to put the price in. I'm putting it up on Tiger TV right now. You're going to buy, well, now it just went up to 20, because someone must have just bought it. Just buy. No, this is, 1 second, come. So you put the price in. As soon as you put the price in, it'll tell you what your maximum profit is, what your maximum loss is.
Oh, okay. I see it. Yep. Well, what are those things up on top there where it says 250, 17, 20, 250? That's what confuses me.
Okay. The 250, that's 250 bid and 250 offered. 250 contracts.
Okay.
Bid and offered. So when you're looking at that ticket box, folks, it's 250 bid, 250 offered. The price is $17 by $20. So let's picture you just did the other side of that. If you did the other side of that and said, I want to sell it at 17, you'd be risking $81 and making 19.
Right.
Play with that box, and you'll see how this
somebody's
works.
willing to take that trade.
Right. There's
somebody on the other side of that that wants to take that trade.
And just so you understand how this works, folks, which is pretty cool, is that this is just like, the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ. The difference is that in this trade, the money that's put up, there's no leverage. The money that's put up is put up. If my account is put up, your account is put up, you don't have to worry about the bread because the money's there.
Right, that's right.
It's not like the futures market. The monies actually have to be there before it's put up, and at the end of the day, that's it. It's settled. Cooking, brother.
So, thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate it.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
I'm going to watch on TV now on the archive and make sure I get it.
Okay,
perfect.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So you can go over to our website at TFNN, folks. Hit the Nadex banner. You can open the demo account, and you can, walk your way through that. And we're going to end up... they do webinars also, but, on Friday, Steve and I have the Nadex show at 10 in the morning also. And, the amount of vehicles are pretty amazing.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. Look at that. We're going to do some fishing.
I like it.
Costa Rica.
Let's do it, baby.
Okay, Rico, what's happening?
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Good. We're doing great.
Isn't there nothing like a good recharging from a vacation?
Oh, man, let me tell you. It was a beautiful thing, man.
When I go back to Florida to help my mom now and then, it's totally an escape from the reality of the life that I live here.
Yeah.
And I really take a deep breath and sigh, and then I get a dose of reality because my mom is almost 91, and I always think of my mom as a young woman, and I'm a young guy, but I'm in my 60s now, and
it's okay. Keep thinking that.
Yeah, well,
it's a good way to think.
At heart.
That's right.
I feel young at heart, but sometimes my muscles don't want to recharge like they used to.
Well, hey, listen, man, it just means you got to keep working out. See, when you get old like us, all you got to do is always work out, or your muscles die in 3 or 4 days, man. You stay with us. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get K. Rico from Costa Rica. With Tom from Pittsburgh coming up next. We're going to be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Exactly. Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Folks, don't forget, this weekend, when we're talking with our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, he's going to be in Denver, Colorado, March 23rd and 24th. That's Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. Tampa,
Florida, April 13th and 14th. And Boston, Massachusetts, April 27th and 28th.
That's right.
Oh, you're going to have to go. Hey, listen, you're going to have to go to Santapio's.
I will, absolutely. I get one more. I'm going to stop at Regina's, pick up some goop, though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. For sure. Yeah.
I know the route.
You absolutely know the route. Know the route. Look at this
This
market.
time it'll be warmer.
Wants to breathe all the way back. You got to love it. Let's go to, we got K. Rico, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
I just want to say that I was wrong with my thoughts and visions and the feelings I had that there was going to be a major earthquake in the world by the March 13th date. My maximum time period was March 13th to March 23rd. I still have a little room for the window to play out, but right now the central earthquakes are happening in. And by the way, I read your book. I read half the book that Michener, Alaska, Tom, that you recommended.
Isn't that a great book?
Year.
Yeah.
Well, it just seems like it's just one undiscovered wild place that the earth shakes quite violently often. And
well, that's normal. It's not a big deal, right? I mean, that's just how life goes. Let me tell you, I was down. When I was down the British Virgin Islands, folks. That's where I was, and I went into this one place and I was swimming, and this is just amazing. It's called the Baths. Okay.
Yeah.
And what it is this is a rock formation that is on land and in the water. And when you'd go into it, all these boulders that were, you know, some of them was big as half the building that we're in, right?
Yeah.
Were all piled upon each other, and these little cracks in it, and you go in between all these cracks. And all I was thinking, you know, when you're going through this, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, Virgin Gorda, thanks.
Okay, cool.
I was thinking that, and I had one of my friends in front of me. I said, man, we better hope not an earthquake happens now.
Oh, that's pretty well.
And he said, oh, man, he says, I've been doing this 1,000,000 times. I never thought about that. I said, well,
Yeah.
Well, when you see that stuff, it's really cool. There's no doubt about it. Right.
Tom, Steve, we had what I call what was that moment yesterday here in Costa Rica. I was walking to go pick up my lovely young sweet companion, and all of a sudden I felt this earth hiccup underneath my feet. I looked around and saw the people around me looking the same, thinking the same thing I was, like, what was that? And it was over. Later on in the day, I checked with the radio station, and they said it was a 2.5 mini earthquake. But I want to tell you, you just have that feeling of what was that, and oh my gosh, you know, just it's amazing what Mother Nature has for all of us at any given moment in time.
No doubt. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man.
Okay,
have a safe one. Let's go to Tom in Pittsburgh. Hey, Tom, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how's everything in my former hometown in Tampa?
It's going great, man.
Busy.
You bet you get it.
It is busy.
It is.
Down here.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Well, you know what's wild is that because Mexico now everyone's getting knocked off.
Yeah.
Right. Florida folks is picking up the slack, and it's pretty intense, man. I mean, the cash
time.
Yeah. It's it really is, man. So, and it's a shame, what has happened in Mexico. But the bottom line is that this is about the most. What do you call it? The college kids I've seen, since I've been here.
Traffic is insane.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, the last time I got off the plane, we were up in Boston. Well, Steve and I, when we were up in Boston, we were coming back, and it was so cool because what happens, folks, is that, there's no doubt Florida is older, okay? And the whole plane was filled with young people. And I said, oh, man, to my wife, I said, this is so cool, Yeah.
So good for the business down there, that's for sure.
Tom, what's a good entry point on GPL?
GPL, that's going to be, let's take a look. We got Great Panther. You stay right there. We're coming right back. Oh, I guess we're not. Oh, my God, I can't believe it's that quick. Stay there for Kate Stalter, folks. Victor Jones, Ken Shreve, and I'm going to be back.
Take care, folks.